Hello, today we're going to be creating region pages. So this is an educational website and we are creating a wiki PDF for wine and wine growing regions. Right here in home screen in Squarespace under pages, we have all of our pages that are on our site so far. Under not linked, we have these additional areas. And so this project will be fairly large. We're going to start with the regions. And we have them in 4 categories, which we'll go through here in a second. Um, but what we're going to be doing is regions. And we're going to be doing specifically in the United States, specifically in the state of Washington, which is up here in the northwest corner of the United States. Here we have a region template, which you can see it's grayed out. This is because it is not enabled, but this is perfect. This is where we're going to start. And so all of the region pages have the same format. They have this upper section, which has the name, and then what's called a quick summary, tells a little bit about it, pronunciation. Then we have a history section, a what to know section, a where it's found section, etc. When you are making these pages, you will not be doing any of the images or videos. I will come in afterwards and do that. Okay, so what we're going to do really quickly before we make our first one is we're going to go over to our little dashboard here. And so as you can see, I have 4 links here on the first sheet. This is instructions. So if you click the instructions, you will see the basic instructions for all of the pages that we need to make, and folder structure, like where we put them into the folders in Squarespace, layout, and right now we are doing the region page section. So we just went through quick summary, history, what you need to know. What I'm going to have you do, and then below here is our custom GPT that will give you the data to input into the pages. And then here's a Squarespace link so you can get to that. And then also the content, which is actually this sheet we're on. Over here, we are not doing grapes right now. We are doing regions. And so what you'll see is that we've already have an existing region called Red Mountain, AVA. It's checked off because it is done. If you click here, you will go to the Red Mountain page, which is we just saw is the basis for the template. Now, let's go ahead and we will quickly create Ancient Lakes. So I will copy and paste this, or copy it, and then over in links, I'm going to hit Custom GPT. And all you have to do here is just paste in this GPT, or this the name, Ancient Lakes AVA. And here you will see it gives us the page title, the pronunciation, the quick summary, where it's found, history. What I am finding is that for whatever reason, the GPT sometimes, frequently actually, puts them in the wrong order. So where it's found should not be first. That does not match up with where it's found is actually the 3rd section down, but for whatever reason, it gives us this in the wrong order. Just follow the template in Squarespace. History, what to know, notable producers. So everything should be in here. Again, it's just in the wrong order. And then down here, you'll see that what they call the URL slug. This is just the website where we're going to put it. This is almost correct. However, it is not. I will show you it. We do regions, and then instead of saying United_States, it actually just says USA properly. And then Ancient Lakes will not have an underscore. I will show you here in a second. It has a hyphen. Again, I can come back in and fix these out. So once you're done with each page, you will not enable it. I will show you here in a second. You will check it off here under regions. You'll check it off, and then I will come in behind and make sure it's done how I would like it, and I will add images and any videos that are needed. So really quickly, so once we get into the templates here in the pages, you will go ahead and click the gear, and you will go ahead and hit duplicate page and confirm. So we are going to name the duplicate page. I'm just going to cut and paste in Ancient Lakes AVA. That was the name. Hit enter. And you'll see now it is not in the region section. Actually, I will move those down. You can just leave that there. You'll hit the gear icon. And here was that URL slug we talked about. This should actually read WineWiki regions, USA, which is the country we are in. We are in the state of Washington. And then we'll just do, you can paste in Ancient Lakes AVA. And when you paste it in, you'll see, if you do a space, it just makes a little hyphen, which is perfect. I'm going to hit save. And now we are ready to go ahead and edit this. So if we hit edit, so we are now, you can see up on the top, we're in Ancient Lakes AVA. We are in Ancient Lakes AVA because it's highlighted, even though it's grayed out on the side here. We will hit edit. And now, so this is a heading 4, but it also has this little icon here, which means that it fills out the width of that box. But we'll just paste in Ancient Lakes. Quick summary, we will go over here and find the quick summary. Here we go. I'm going to cut and paste, so copy and paste. In here, you will see this is a paragraph 2. If the text gets messed up, you can just go back into paragraph 2. I can always fix this behind. I will paste that in. Pronunciation is right here. Oops, excuse me. Now we go to history. And again, don't worry about the images. I will go in behind them. Now we will go to history. And you will see here, one of the things it is doing is it is adding these links. So this is good that it is checking. However, we don't want the links on the page. So when you go ahead and add this, you will see we just use a little bit of bolding and then no links. So I will go ahead and highlight the history and I will paste in the new one. And what you'll see is, let's double check how this is. These are all bullets. So when we go through here, first thing we do is we just remove these links. And looks like that. And then this should be, these should be all be bullets. I'm going to highlight all of this. And up here is a little bullets tab. And there we go. There is the history. And then you can go on to the next one. Let's take a look here. You can always message me if you have any questions, and I'm happy to jump in and work together on this. Not a problem. Um, and then when you get down to the very, very bottom, you will notice there are some hyperlinks. And these generally go either to pages on our website, but most of them haven't been created yet. So you can kind of leave those off. And then we have deep dive topics at the bottom. And these are hyperlinks. And they go to different Wikipedia pages or different podcasts. If it doesn't, if the GPT does not spit it out correctly for you, um, please don't worry. And in fact, I can see that it is not working, so you can actually just leave that off for right now. The main thing we want to do is we want to get almost all of it done so that we have all of the text in for each one of these and continue on. So this is ancient lakes. And then you will see, and then when you're done with that, just check that box there, and then I know to go in and finish it up and make sure it is all ready to go and make it live on the website. Again, everything we are doing here is in Washington State. And so let's get these finished up first, and then there is lots more to do. We have these all over the world. So if this is a project that's working well for you, we can do regions, and then we have additional pages called grapes, terroir, and winemaking as well. And then, you can always go back into the page build guide and understand. Here, we talked about for this batch, we um, we start with all the Washington State wine regions only, which I just showed you. And they are located, we're going to put them, we called that URL slug that we had just talked about, which is winewiki/regions/USA/Washington. And then in this case, it was Ancient Lakes, right? Which looked like that. AVA. If you have any trouble, please let me know. I think there are about 22 or so pages on this for Washington State before we move on to either Oregon or the rest. So, thank you for your time. Again, if you have any questions, please, I am very much available in the Upwork chat, or anywhere else you need me. Thank you so much.